The love I found in unexpected places. Sometimes love comes when you least expect it. It doesn't announce itself with grand gestures or fireworks, but slips quietly into your life when you're focused on other things. And when it arrives, it doesn't always look like what you thought it would. Sometimes, love isn't in the places you've been searching for. It's in the places you never thought to look. I had always imagined that love would come in the usual way, the kind you see in movies, the kind that sweeps you off your feet with passion and drama. But that's not how it happened for me. In fact, love came to me in the most ordinary place, during a time in my life when I was least prepared for it. It was a rainy afternoon, and I had gone to a small park near my apartment to clear my head. I wasn't expecting to find anything special there. I was just trying to shake off the stress of a long week, get some fresh air, and collect my thoughts. I had no agenda, no plans. But as I walked through the park, something unexpected happened. I saw her sitting on a bench, looking out at the trees, her face soft in the quiet of the afternoon. I didn't know her. I had never seen her before, but there was something about the way she looked that caught my attention. It wasn't anything flashy, no obvious sign that she was someone I should talk to. She was simply sitting there in the middle of a park, with the same kind of peacefulness that I was desperately trying to find myself. I don't know why I approached her. It wasn't like me to strike up conversations with strangers, but something told me I needed to. We started talking just about the weather at first, just small talk. But somehow, the conversation deepened quickly, and we found ourselves sharing things we wouldn't usually tell a stranger. She told me about her recent move to the city, how she was still getting used to everything, how she missed the quiet of the countryside. I told her about my struggles with work, about feeling like I was stuck in a routine that wasn't fulfilling. And as we talked, I felt something shift inside me. It wasn't love at first sight, but there was a connection, a spark that I couldn't explain. We had only just met, but somehow it felt like we had been talking for years. From that day on, we began to meet regularly in the park, sometimes for a walk, sometimes just to sit and talk. It wasn't grand, it wasn't dramatic, but it was real. We shared small moments, moments that became more meaningful as time passed. We talked about everything, our fears, our dreams, our pasts, our hopes for the future, and in each conversation, I felt myself opening up in ways I hadn't with anyone else. And somewhere along the way, I realized that what I had found in that unexpected place was more than just a connection. It was love. It wasn't the kind of love I had imagined. It wasn't about grand declarations or intense, fiery passion. It was quieter, steadier, and more genuine than I ever expected. It was the kind of love that grew slowly, without force, without expectations. It was simply there, woven into the fabric of our conversations, our shared moments, our time spent together. And that's when I realized that love doesn't always come in the places we think it should. Sometimes, love finds us when we're not looking for it. It shows up in quiet moments, in unassuming places, when we're just living our lives, going through the motions. It doesn't come with a fanfare, it just appears, quietly, like a gentle breeze that carries with it the promise of something real. Looking back, I can't help but be grateful for the way it happened, for how love found me in a park on a rainy day when I was least expecting it, for how it crept into my life slowly, without pressure, without rush, and for how, in that simple connection, I found something more beautiful than I could have ever imagined. Love doesn't always have to be a grand event. Sometimes it's a quiet conversation on a park bench. Sometimes it's found in the places we least expect, and in the people we least expect. And sometimes that's the kind of love that stays with us forever. I am Lucy, and this is Unsaid Love.